Joining us now in studio is the Dean of Water, Mr. Riggs Eckelberry. He's also the CEO of OriginClear. OCLN is their stock symbol. Always a pleasure, Riggs.
Thank you, Don.
Now, you've got news that every CEO loves to talk about and every shareholder loves to hear with respect to revenues.
Yes. Well, as you know, Progressive Water Treatment, which is our subsidiary in McKinney, Texas, you know, they're in this $3 or $4 million range, and in fact, they popped last year, 2017 to 2018. To be exact, from the announcement that we made, that our Progressive Water's revenues grew about 37%, while gross profits increased about 80% to nearly $1 million. So that was nice. Now, in the second half of the year, we added the modular water systems business. Now, in water, in order to count the revenue, you have to fully commission the job. It takes months. So, you know, sales got made for modular water, but it had a modest effect on 2018. It's now being felt in 2019. Modular is adding to the Q1 results, which we expect to announce soon, as well as, of course, the planned 2019. So, Progressive Water, as we announced in at the end of January, had a pop. So that's doing well, and in addition, modular water piling on, and so we're going to see some significant growth in 2019.
What I would anticipate with the plug-and-play adaptability of modular water system, that once the system's in place, it goes into operation almost immediately. That can start generating revenue from day one.
Exactly. So it's faster than the normal thing. Remember, Progressive Water does more of the conventional, like large power plant sites and so forth, which is more conventional and longer cycle. Modular water is this, prefab, drop it in, plug it in. Still takes, time, obviously, but it's much faster, much better turnover and better profits.
Now, are you custom building the modular water systems for each individual application, or do you have some in inventory that can basically be shipped to a particular site? How does that work?
Right. So the team's been doing a lot of work in the last few months, creating these standardized configurations for various applications. Let's say breweries, for example, and it's a template. And then from that point on, you just got to look at what are the local water regulations, what are the things that have to change. Our goal right now is to reduce the engineering costs of the total job to less than 10%, with an ultimate goal of 0.1% custom engineering, which would be highly standardized. Now, when that happens, your profits rise dramatically. Companies in water that do very standardized products have net profits in the 30-40% range, and that's where we're really working on getting.
Now, when you're speaking about an application like a brewery or maybe a small manufacturing facility, or even a small municipality, when you bring the unit into the application area, is there any infrastructure changes that have to take place, or can you basically just go right into operations? Right.
So, if it's already, let's say it's an area behind the factory that has proper pavement, just drop it on the pavement, plug it in, right? If it's dirt, then you need to put a pad down and use straps, because it has its own structural integrity. You see, these the genius of Dan Early and why he's got these 6 patents that we have licensed exclusively for the world is that he had this bright idea of using water pipeline material, which has sort of a corrugated construction internally. And so it's very strong inherently. It's like the egg, right? It's got that strength. And so he taps that, and now he just puts ends on it, and Bob's your uncle.
You tap it into the existing water supply, it goes through the process, comes out clean and bright and beautiful.
Exactly.
Now, are there any ongoing maintenance issues you have to be concerned with, or how does that work?
Right. So what's inside these systems is conventional equipment, membranes, ultrafilters, various parts that you might be able to flush, back flush to clean them, or you might have to replace them. And we put our clients on standard contracts and in fact, we're going towards a full network operating center NOC model, because that, literally the technician shows up, your system has an issue and you didn't even know it. And of course, that's really the new standard. And it also creates a much longer life cycle for these customers. The expected revenue from that customer can go into the 10, 20-year direction, and that's something that we can show as the business model. And so it's very, very important that we're going in that direction.
And of course, you're disrupting the whole industry because the water industry has always moved very slowly, and you can move very quickly.
We're moving faster and faster because end users move faster than central facilities. That's the bottom line.
Once again, OriginClear, OCLN's a stock symbol. It's always a pleasure, Riggs. Always exciting news from you.
Thank you, Don.